Vaccine appointments are usually hard to come across because they fill up so quickly, but now we're actually seeing a stark difference at some of our local health providers. They're seeing appointments not filling up as fast as usual. Our Wrdw met with the Department of Public Health to find out why that is.
There's more than 700 people who will come to the Richmond County Health Department line today to get vaccinated. Yet there's thousands more across the area who can't get signed up on their own. Now, a new program is working to fix that. It's a partnership between the Department of Health and the Area Agency on Aging. In counties across the state, the two organizations will work together to get seniors signed up for vaccination. The Agency on Aging has the people who need help, and DPH has the appointments. And in some cases, the Department of Health plans to take mobile vaccine units to those communities. And the Agency on Aging plans to even help provide transportation for others. Health officials ask anyone who is able to help seniors get signed up if you can, and Susan Beckham with DPH says it's going to help.
We'll be working with them to help them get registered. Well, that means linking them with appointments. It's a very encouraging and exciting adventure for us. We're looking forward to being able to reach those populations where they live.
If you need help getting signed up for vaccination, you can reach out to the Area Agency on Aging here in Augusta. You can also give a call through the local health department's helpline to get assistance. There's actually a new website that the Department of Health statewide is releasing, and we'll have more information on that on News 12 at 6 o'clock. Reporting in Augusta, Brady Trapnell on your side.
And we've provided those numbers Brady mentioned here on your screen. You're taking a look at the Area Agency on Aging's number and also the Department of Health helpline. So be sure to give those a call if you have any information. Today in a DHEC briefing, Dr. Linda Bell says the state is experiencing vaccine shipment delays because of the winter weather. Still, she says out of hundreds of shipments, only a few haven't made it at all to their locations. U.S. Senator John Ossoff.
Limited in downtown Aiken. Limited to only the finest in men's clothing.
It's been a year since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle took a step back from their royal duties, and now neither will be returning to their roles with the family. Keir Simmons gives us the latest from London.
Hey there, good day to you. This news will make headlines around the world. Comes at a tense time for the royal family, with the Duke of Edinburgh recovering in the hospital behind me here, and a statement from his wife, the Queen's office at Buckingham Palace, which says that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will not be returning as working members of the royal family. It goes on to say, following conversations with the Duke, the Queen has written confirming that in stepping away from the work of the royal family, it is not possible to continue with the responsibilities and duties that come with a life of public service. It goes on to say, while we are all saddened by their decision, the Duke and Duchess remain much loved members of the family. And then quickly after that, a statement from the Duke and Duchess's office. They, of course, in California, and the spokesperson of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex saying, as evidenced by their work over the past year, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex remain committed to their duty and service to the UK and around the world. And it goes on to say rather poignantly, we can all live a life of service. Service is universal. Keir Simmons, NBC News, London.
And both Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will continue living in California. In addition to their service duties, the couple is also producing podcasts for Spotify and has a multi-year production deal with Netflix. Pretty cool stuff right there.
Look at that in just a little bit.
Thank you, Riley. Demand for the COVID vaccine is high all across the country, but here at home, sign-ups may be slowing down a bit.
Health officials say many people who are eligible right now can't figure out how to sign up on the internet. But now, as Brady Trapnell shows us, a lot of groups are working to try to change that.
There's busy lines like this nearly every day here at the Richmond County Health Department vaccination site. Yet many are still being left out, and all kinds of groups are coming together to change that. The lines
This is a good day.
are moving smoothly.
Well, I just went through the regular site and waited for them to call, and it went quickly enough. I was really surprised.
But there's a backup at home. Seniors with no access to internet and no way to sign up. Connie Plummer helped her parents get an appointment.
We rely heavily on technology. Of course, our phone lines have been jammed, as others have.
Susan Beckham with DPH says the lines are jammed with seniors needing help signing up. So statewide, DPH and the area agencies on aging are filling the void, linking those 65 and older with open appointments and even opening a new statewide website.
It's a very encouraging and exciting adventure for us. We were looking forward to being able to reach those populations where they live.
The health department may bring their mobile vaccine clinics to those communities too.
I'd say 10% of the seniors coming through didn't even have email addresses. No computer, no internet.
Noelle Schenk is also helping book appointments. She started a Facebook vaccine help page with 10 of her friends.
We now have 96 volunteers. 34 of them are actively booking seniors all day long.
And at AU Health, changes may be coming, even doing vaccine registration drives.
We've been working in conjunction with some of our partners, as well as with the city, on opportunities to reach some of those patient populations.
If you need help getting signed up for vaccination, you can call the Area Agency on Aging here in Augusta, or you can also call the helpline with your local health department. Health officials hope that will bring the change that's needed. Reporting in Augusta, Brady Trapnell on your side.
So if you have the phone nearby, you might want to grab it and snap a picture of this screen right here, or maybe jot down these numbers. But the Department of Public Health helpline is 706-721-5800. The Area Agency on Aging is 706-210-2018. We also plan to link you to the Facebook group if you hit our website.
South Carolina DHEC says they are seeing more demand for the vaccine. At the same time, they're still seeing some delays in shipments because of this week's winter weather. Some providers may end up having to reschedule some of your appointments, but luckily, out of hundreds of shipments to the state, only a handful haven't been able to make their delivery, so hopefully not too much of a backup.
Happening tomorrow, a vaccination clinic for local veterans. It's being held by the Charlie Norwood VA from 9 until 2 in the afternoon at their downtown division on 15th Street. If you're eligible to get vaccinated, we have the number to call right there to sign up for an appointment. We've also posted this on our website and the News 12 WRDW app. We're told they're going to have limited availability for walk-ins, so be sure to call ahead and confirm your spot.
Tonight, the Aiken County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding this missing man. Take a look here. Officials say 24-year-old Anthony Bryant was last seen December 31st at the Days Inn on Columbia Highway in Aiken. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Sheriff's Office. That number is right there on your screen, and there is a $1,000 reward being offered in this case. In Richmond County, the search continues tonight for 16-year-old Honesty Mack. We're told she was last seen Tuesday afternoon on Kensington Drive South. She was wearing a pink sweatshirt, blue sweatpants, and multicolored tennis shoes. She also has black hair with blonde braids. If you've seen her, if you know where she might be, call that number there on your screen.
A former Washington Wilkes High School athletic director charged with sexual assault. This comes after an 8-month GBI investigation into 33-year-old TCJ concerning an alleged sexual relationship with a student. The GBI says that relationship happened between August 2018 and May 2019. Jay turned himself into the Wilkes County Jail today.
The suspect charged in the shooting death of an Augusta code enforcement officer pleads not guilty. Smitty Melton was in court today charged with murder in the death of code enforcement officer Charles Case. Case was shot and killed back in August while his team was serving Melton a notice at his house on 13th Avenue. Today, Melton said he is not guilty of the murder. He still remains in custody without bond.
The Scranton County couple behind bars tonight charged with assisting a fugitive. The sheriff's office says Daniel and Tammy Edwards are in jail waiting for a bond hearing. They're accused of helping Frederick Jones after he escaped last weekend from the Scranton County Jail. Officials say the Edwards did not help Jones break out, but they did help him afterwards. We're told Tammy is actually Jones' sister. Jones was taken back into custody late Tuesday night.
A federal judge has temporarily stopped South Carolina's new abortion ban from taking effect. It comes after Planned Parenthood requested a temporary restraining order on the bill just hours after Governor McMaster signed it into law yesterday. Planned Parenthood is also filing a lawsuit against the state, claiming the law is unconstitutional. The judge granted the restraining order, banning it from taking effect for at least 2 weeks.
U.S. Senator John Ossoff in Augusta. Big news for Augusta University. They are one of only 6 colleges nationwide to receive a major government grant for their cyber students.
Yeah, we're talking big money here. As News 12 City Heiberger tells us, the impact spans far outside of the walls of the university.
$3.2 million, and all of it is going to cover cyber students' tuition. For however long they use that scholarship is how long those students will need to work in government cybersecurity after graduation.
So it's a prestigious grant to receive.
A win for the students.
It pays for students to go through our programs, funds them fully for up to 3 years.
And a win for Augusta.
Part of the grant is For every year of support, the students are required to work for the government assisting with cybersecurity.
A program that can attract students to the area.
We've partnered with Clark Atlanta University to try to bring students from the Atlanta area here to Augusta.
And keep them here after graduation.
So they could graduate from this program and go work out at Fort Gordon, for instance.
The 5-year grant provides enough money to fully fund 55 student years of cybersecurity education and offers stipends for them to participate in research projects and network with cyber professionals.
It also allows us to offer these scholarships to a more diverse student population, to attract some of the underrepresented, try to get them more involved in cybersecurity for our nation.
Expanding our local cyber footprint, one student at a time. And Dr. Nowakowski tells me the school is hoping to open those scholarship applications within the next few months and start giving them out when school starts in the fall. Reporting in Augusta, Sydney Heiberger on your side.
Man, college paid for and a job afterwards, that's pretty tough to beat. Thanks, Sydney. Taking you out live now to the Aiken County Fairgrounds, where Aiken Fest just kicked off a little bit over an hour ago. It's all lit up.
It really is. Looks beautiful out there. They had to delay that opening last night because of bad weather, but it is all fun and games now. The gates have been open since 5 o'clock over there. They're going to open tomorrow and Sunday at 1 in the afternoon. Only cost you $5 to get in, and then you have until next Sunday to make it out there. It looks like the fair in the fall, but this was a winter fair. Kind of unusual.
Yeah, it is kind of strange to see it in February like that.
The good news is, Riley, it's not raining over there. We're drying out.
We are finally drying out.
This local teen has a few tricks up his sleeve. We're going to show you this must-see act.
And NASA's rover makes it to Mars. Next up, mankind. How research right here in Augusta is hoping to make that happen.
With Ally Smart Savings Tools for all things money.
Thank you for calling Ally.
NASA's Perseverance rover successfully landed on Mars, and putting a man and a woman on the red planet is next. There's NASA-funded research for that happening right here in Augusta. Our Celeste Springer live in our studio with more of this $750,000 grant.
That's right. They tell me the lack of gravity up in space poses issues to astronauts who lose bone and muscle mass. This research is geared to help them, but they say it could also help everyday people here on Earth.
I'm a space junkie.
Taking a look around Dr. McGee Lawrence's office, you can see she's a NASA fan and an expert on bones. Lucky for her, she's been able to combine the two in her research.
What we want to know is, how does bone know that it's being mechanically loaded, and can we then alter those processes to either prevent disuse-induced bone loss or to make the bone respond better to exercise?
For those of us who don't speak in science lingo, when astronauts float through space, they aren't putting pressure on their legs, and it causes them to lose bone and muscle mass.
So with bone, they lose about 1% of their bone mineral density per month. And when you lose bone mass, that then makes you more likely to experience a bone fracture.
With all the excitement around the Mars rover landing, this research could help the first astronauts who step foot on the red planet. But for those of us Earth dwellers, this research could also help people who are bedridden or wheelchair bound.
Even somebody with a spinal cord injury, even though they may not be using their legs, they still move around, right? And you can develop a bone fracture even if you're not walking around or using those bones. You can get it from a contact injury, it can be a fall injury.
They say the impacts here go far beyond Earth, but they're hopeful it could still help those of us who choose to remain residents of this planet. MCG says the grant will allow them to continue their research for the next 3 years, but they're hopeful they'll get more grants after that to keep their study going.
Important research, interesting Augusta connection there. Celeste, thanks so much. Let's have a live look outside there. The sun just about to dip below that horizon.
Rainmaker moves in Monday, but this is the good news. Looking ahead to next week, seeing highs back close to 70. Yes, finally. By Wednesday, we're expecting highs of 70, and then Thursday to Friday, those rain chances do go back up.
That is music to our ears. Bring on the sunshine, Riley. Thank you. Check out this sweet surprise at Doctor's Hospital this week. That's Miss Yolanda Ralph from the last Girl Scout Kennedy, who donated and delivered 250 boxes of Girl Scout cookies to the hospital. Kennedy also made handwritten thank you notes for the staff to go along with those sweet treats. The hospital say they appreciate the sweet thought, telling us there will not be any going to waste.
I guess not. Well done there.
Very
You know what?
sweet.
We have a rising star to tell you about tonight. 13-year-old Brady O'Shea of North Augusta does a little bit of everything from magic to lights to balloon animals.
And tonight we're getting a little show of our own on a Friday. Our Nick Proto giving us a look into the life of entertainment.
Now I want you to pick a card.
From magic tricks
Put the card on the top of the deck.
to balloon animals
We'll start out with the face and ears, something simple.
to light shows, 13-year-old Brady O'Shea has become quite the entertainer.
It's kind of like my passion. I love doing it, and I also like entertaining people and making them happy.
It all started 5 years ago with a magic kit from Costco.
Nowadays, I do more advanced tricks, like the single tricks, like making things disappear, reappear, making things float, doing a lot of advanced card tricks, things like that. It was in my pocket the whole time.
Brady made balloon animals appear in his act when he got one at the fair a few years ago.
It accidentally, came apart, and then I took the whole thing apart, and I figured out how the folds work, and then I kind of came up with blueprints in my brain for a bunch of different animals, and there you have it.
There you go.
Dog.
But the most colorful part of his act takes place in the dark. It's called poi. Light up balls on the end of strings that he swings around. This act won Brady second place in his middle school talent show, and he hopes one day he can perform in a much bigger competition.
My goal is probably go on America's Got Talent and make it to the live shows.
In North Augusta, Nick Proto on your side.
I like the way he thinks it all through. He's really got it together.
Yes, and we need to hang on to this story because in about 20 years looking back, we're going to be like, we knew this guy. But Brady also does shows and lessons. If you're interested in booking him, we've got information on how to do that for your next event on our website. Plenty of high school football players in the area.